Hey everybody, Lawman Mike. That's www.lawmanguitars.com. I've got a really cool guitar for you today. What we have is a 1951 Epiphone Century. Yes, it's 1 year older than me. Don't usually get guitars that are older than me because I'm pretty old, but I'll tell you what, this is one really well-preserved, excellent guitar. Now, what is a Century? Centuries were made by Epiphone as early as 1939, all the way through 1970, and of course then they started doing reissues and things like that in the 90s. But the real Centuries were made way back in the 30s. They stopped making them in the 70s. This one was kind of right in the middle at 1951. Now what they did is they took a Gibson ES 125 and made it into this guitar. I mean, it's basically a 125 or a 150, depending upon how early they were. And they put a different pickup in it. And then from there, they're pretty much a Gibson guitar. They used a Gibson bridge on it tailpiece, and they used some different knobs. These knobs are really cool. I hadn't seen anything quite like them. They're DAC-aware, and they're just really neat. They got this little pointy thing on them, and they're really cool. But then they've got this really neat, it's basically just a single coil pickup that's set between some more DAC-aware. They called it a New York pickup, and it really sounds neat. Boy, it's a sweet guitar. So anyway, this guitar is absolutely original. Now, let's talk about some special things. First of all, it's got the original tuners. It's got the original logo plate, which is metal. They started redoing these in the 2000s, I know, with this metal plate. That's original. The only thing I could find that I thought probably wasn't original was this strap button on here, which could always be replaced. But it's even got the original pick guard on here, which I tell you, it's very thick and very pliable. When I got it, it was just all kind of melted around, and we put some heat to it and got it back on the guitar, and it seems to be holding pretty well. But it's a very unusual product, but it has the Epiphone E glued right onto it, and it kind of bends a little bit, but it looks really cool, and it's pliable, so you're probably going to want to keep it on the guitar and keep it out of the sun, okay? It came with this original strap. I'm including this with the guitar, and it's just an awesome guitar that plays like butter. I got to tell you, these original frets on here, the guitar's been played, you can tell, but it was very well taken care of. There's plenty of life left in the original frets. The original nut's still on it, and it's just absolutely a pleasure to play. It's got some finish crazing on it throughout the guitar, and I absolutely love it. This is an absolutely beautiful jazz guitar, but you could play rockabilly with it, you could play blues with it. Anything you want to play, this guitar's got it, because they didn't have 15 guitars to play back in the day. They played their guitar.